Will it take 724 SPY to 761? Will it take 2 weeks, 1 month, or 2 months? July 24th, 2026. 761. So it took, well, we'll find, that's today actually is what it took. So let's figure that out. All right. Boy, May. Why can't I get a live? You know what? Like he said, I'm gonna go into public and see where we're at. 760. That's fucking awesome. Oh my God, 760 point. Look at that go. Well, I think we hit it a second ago. 760.30. Oh, shoot, fire. What the hell's wrong with my phone? Oh, okay. I'm taking that as victory. I called 761. That's funny. Okay, where were we? Yeah. Oh, I didn't send the email again. Fuck. Hold on. SPY and all indices are going to keep going up. We're going to need a pullback for me to call it back in for you guys. I'll go over everything so you guys have a better understanding. Send time now. Save. Send. We'll be having a VIP meeting at 11 a.m. today and at 8 p.m. today. I don't want to hear SPY is not moving before market. Yeah, okay. All right, sent. Yep, you guys are looking at that. Well, what the heck is my one trade must be doing? Oh, there we go. Oh my goodness. We'll get back to that trade later. Oh. Good morning, John Parker. Good morning and God bless you. And Larry, good morning and God bless Larry and David and Old School Mick and Michael Gilly and Fayez and Johnster. What's up, Geraldo? There is no entry. What are you talking about? I just told you. You're going to have to wait for a pullback for entry. Good morning, George. Good morning, Barani. Good morning, all the VIPers. Let's take a look. These are my call outs yesterday. Good morning. Some highs and lows. Matter of fact, I did it Sunday night, which means SPY must go down and then go up to record high. Record highs. SQQ. SPY, all daily highs hit. Okay, SQQ. And they're all at record highs again now. 760.54. Oh my gosh. Can it just give me 761 for the love of God? Look how close we are. Oh, I'm posting that one up. I'm calling that a hit anyway. It's close enough. 741, don't care. Highs for the day, 751 to 757, all hit. Longer term to 761. Oh, look at that. That was correct too. SPY take profits, demo take profits for your sells. I don't know how low, we'll see. Demo take profits for the high. All right, let's see how these call outs were yesterday. Well, we already know they were spot on, but let's see exactly how spot on they were yesterday. All right. Let's remove these 7 drawings. 760.59. Oh my gosh. They're literally playing with our emotions. Those calls are awesome. Thank you. God bless. Yep, you're welcome and you're welcome. All right, so what we're going to do, told you, when you see this particular setup, VIPers, you're going to have to learn what this is. When this one pops, well, I'll go over it later, I guess. Remind me when it hits 761, please. I swear. That is exactly to take, oh my gosh, I am not happy. That is exactly where the take profit is right where it is. Oh my gosh, that is too funny. That is funnier than fuck, to be honest with you, that is. Because it went up to exact take profit I said, but it's right below 761. Oh my God, that is too funny. Damn, we got a ways to go. Fuck. All right, here we go. Let's have some fun. We're gonna draw out exactly if I was right on my call outs yesterday. We're gonna go for the lows and the highs. Okay. Buy, demo, take profits of 753. And then we had this later in the week to 761. And then I do believe, when was August 3rd? These ones, wasn't this? I called it out for you Sunday. What was Sunday? I was calling this out for you Sunday, Saturday, and Sunday. So the 1st and 2nd. I thought I wrote some out. There's the 2nd. SPY, bias, and longer is a daily, weekly. Okay, so on the 2nd, Sunday, why is this not refreshed? Hold on. Oh my God, it is not making me log in again. Fuck. Hold on. Okay, now let's try this again. Shitty ass fucking pile of shit. All right, let's try this again. Because we know the 2nd wasn't yesterday. Okay, I know nothing with days and times. Even I knew that wasn't yesterday. All right. Good morning. SPY bias for the upcoming week and longer is a daily, weekly buy stop. Okay? Take profit buys, demo trade only. Take profit range highs for the week are 751 to 761. And I put laughter out loud because 761's been a thorn in my side for a minute. Good morning, Larry. Good morning, Ms. Shalita. Michael Glowinski, your whole name is on there, Glow. What's up with that? All right, so my high for the week was 751 to 761. I called this on 8-2. 8-2 happened to be before the movement occurred. Okay, we were watching The Wolf of Wall Street last night. Fucking fantastic movie. I don't know how Leonardo DiCaprio did not get a whatever awards he deserved. He was amazing in that movie. Okay? Let me give you a hint. Because this was brought up. Okay? Let me give you a hint. The Wolf of Wall Street. Okay? Okay. In there. What's up, Shaka Wackahart? What's up, Carmen? What's up, Grant? Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, did they tell the truth to their clients? Good morning, Paul. Or did they lie and tell them everything and lie? And this is the point. None of that matters. That's not what the point of what I'm asking you is. You want to hear something funny? Right? We all know that it's one big lie. That's all they did. But that's all they still do. I think some of you are are sadly mistaken if you think the news is telling you the truth. The news is one big wolf of Wall Street. Listen to what I said. What's up, Kyle? Welcome to the channel. I'm not your pal, but welcome to the channel. Chill, relax, sit back. Now, let's get a couple more things clear, because some of you are just in some kind of weird denial land of what reality is. This is the reality of okay, now JP Morgan, okay? Paid 920, this is facts, by the way, for manipulating precious metal markets for 8 years. 2 people did go to jail. They made $50 billion in profit during that time. JP Morgan paid 920, so they paid $1 billion, but they made $50 billion for manipulating precious metals markets for 8 years. They put orders in, they weren't ever having a plan to ever fulfill those orders. They were making fake orders. 2 people did go to jail. So this is showing you how fake. We all knew it, but there it is. Manipulation, total manipulation. And again, let's come over to here. See this news right here, by the way, this news right here is no faker than the Wolf of Wall Street. This news, when they're telling you what they're telling you, has as much sincerity as the Wolf of Wall Street telling you to buy his penny stocks, where he gets 50% commission. They're a pattern recognizer, that is a fact. People are so silly. We should go take all those loser stocks and I'll go call them for you. We make money on them. NVIDIA guineas. See, it's all, what they're showing you is everything is always after the fact. What I teach you is what's going to happen before it occurs. There's a difference. There's a big difference. Yeah. See how they're this is all a lot. Then Micron comes down. So why is it coming? They only tell you what's going to happen after the fact. And Wolf of Wall Street says, no one can know what's going to happen before. Here's the truth. It's all a bunch of shit. It's all a bunch of lies.
What's the headline here? Stock market's rigged. The United States stock market, the most iconic market in global capitalism, is rigged.
Okay, so stock market's rigged. What was this one down here? This one, right? So the stock market is rigged. Precious metal market's rigged. I wonder if anyone's been telling you that for the last half decade. Anyone at all named Kevin Grego? Anyone? Now, what they don't tell you is it's still rigged and the safety trade system has figured it out. So all of you that are over here saying, oh, well, no, Kev's a little hard on him. It's really not rigged. It's really, I don't understand how his system works, but there is no repeating high probability trade patterns. Yeah, okay. Here it is, $1 billion fine to JP Morgan for rigging the markets in precious metals. Here it is.
By a combination of the stock exchanges. What's the headline here? Stock market's rigged. The United States stock market, the most iconic market in global capitalism, is rigged. By whom? What's the headline here? Stock market's rigged. The United States stock market, the most iconic market in global capitalism, is rigged.
Okay. So we know then that, because we know it's rigged, because we actually see it every day, what happens. And I tell you what's going to happen before it happens every day. So everyone out there that is in denial, I don't know what else to tell you than suck it. It is what it is. I told you what it is. And I'm telling you beforehand you're going to record highs, which we are and have and did. Hold on. Now, let's see how my call outs were. Let's remove these drawings. All right. We're going to put in my call outs. Hold on, let me this over here. For yesterday, and the longer, which was 761. So on Sunday, that was the high I called out for this week for SPY. And for the low, longer term, I only went longer term for those. Hold on. 747. So for 748, 747.99, so 748. 748. Okay, let's go down here a little bit and start. We get a little more room in there. Okay. So on Sunday, that was the second. Here. Okay, so from here, I called the low to here. And let's put our little range in here so we don't get confused with that. Okay. So this is SPY, 1 hour. This is the high I called on Sunday. And for those of you who are slower than me, this is Tuesday. This is where it's at now. This is the low I called. This is the high I called. This is the low I called. Other demo buy take profits I called were yesterday 750.71 hit 751.08 hit 751.64 hit 752.20. Hit. 753.01. Hit. Also additional take profits. All hit were 757.02. Hit. Take profit 761. Close enough. I mean, you're right on it. Hit. So out of this range on the buys, you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 take profits hit, including, it looks like at the moment, the high of the high. So these were all hit. These were all called out before it happened, not after. I told you this was going to happen on Sunday. I told you again yesterday. I wrote it out exactly like you're seeing. This is exactly what it did, exactly where it went to. So if you look off of here, you come over to here, you go into the room. These are your call outs. And these are the call outs for yesterday. Now for the sells, let's look at the sells. So again, I called out the lows here, and this is where it went to on the sells. So let's see if any of the sells hit. Demo take profit 750.30. Hit. 749.80. Hit. 748.79. Close enough to hit. 747.99. Not hit. $740, close enough. 740, 79, not hit. Two sells, not hit. Interesting that they missed too, by the way. We'll have to go over that. That's a good learning experience. Another additional 3 take profits on the sells hit, 2 not hit. All take profits hit, including 9 on the buys. So this is your range. This is the low of the low I called right here. Matter of fact, let's change that. I had that purple, I think, at one time. Let me make that purple again. So we can just make that a little standoutish. And this is the high I called. That way you guys can see the difference. All right. The high I called on Sunday, the low I called on Sunday. Everything in between are your take profits. The actual take profit on the low missed 2 of them, which doesn't, it's a 0 issue. What you don't want to have happen is the opposite. If I'm calling this to be a buy and we don't hit the buys, that's the ones that mattered, because I told you the bias was a buy. So this is what actually is, right? And what I called all over these hits. What's up, Brian Invests? What's up, Cardman? Cardman's what's his face straight, yeah. Okay, y'all. You can just hear the negativity flowing through. All right. Everybody. Backstreet Boys. VIPers, is there any questions over what you're seeing and what was called yesterday? Did you all understand that you were to go into the room? Yes or no? When I make the calls, I'm going to start putting them in this order so you can see them a little clearer. And these all hit too, by the way. This hit. Yeah. Okay. Now, I'm actually writing out on here some thoughts for you guys so you can learn as we do it. Overall, look, see, 15-minute chart. Overall bias for the day is up. That overall bias for the day is huge, because unless I can get a bias for the day, meaning is it going to go up or down for the day, and I tell you the profits, if I can't get an overall bias for the day, I can't make the call, but if I do, I'm only going to be doing, for instance, buy stops and sell stops, that type of thing. All right, let's take a look. All right, now, active, we're up 31% on target call, which is more than good enough. You've made money. Now let's see what this one is. There we go. 500. We did this call bull spread at a extremely late time. If I click on this, anyone who's the good guy, Rob, Dave, somebody, David, Rob, somebody, how do we know what my in was on this? Let's see. Since August the 3rd. It was 55 cents? Where do I see that?
On this, I don't know, but I know that's what we put in. That's what.
Oh, yeah, I remember that too, but we need it in writing. Damn. Surely it's somewhere. Price. 6 cents. Oh, this is for the whole thing. It opened at 6 cents. That doesn't.
Your call is 6 cents, and then you have the other one because you're gonna have a sell and you're gonna have a sell a call, buy a call, and so one's gonna collect premium and one's gonna be an expense.
No, what was the? I'm not reading that the same way as you just read that. The open price and the close price. Not the. I know what you're saying, right? For your put in your call. That's not how I'm reading this. Is this how you're reading this? Anyone? I'm just trying to, because we need to get to the, where we can use this thing.
Highlight the 752. See, there you made $5.09, and the other one, and that's open 55 cents.
Interesting. That says 900. So this is, like I said, this is the open and the close.
Yeah, so that you lost $2.59, but the other one you gained $5 and something.
So we lost $2.64. Well, shit.
On that one, on that one you lost $2.59.
Right.
And on
$2.59.
You gained $5. So
right.
That's why you made like 600% or something, or 500%.
So this is 925% up.
Yes, sir.
This is interesting. So this is 259. Close price 500.
Kevin,
go ahead.
This is Rob. If you go over to historical chart, it's up on the top right hand corner.
Top right. Wait. Let me go over there for us. Historical. Got it. What do I look at?
Maybe, let's see. Yours isn't showing anything. Mine shows the week. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't got nothing.
Oh, you know why? It's because
it's too new.
It's gotta be active. Yeah.
It's too new. Okay, so we can close that. Well, All right. So
And then down bottom,
uh-huh.
if you go down bottom beneath that scroller wheel that says range, underneath that chart there.
Here, this one?
No, keep on going all the way down to the bottom underneath the green. If you click on graph,
Graph. Got it.
and are you able to scroll around there?
Yeah, well, yeah, I can move around.
Okay, there's certain data there that you may be able to use for what you're looking for, but it's a lot better. Mine are all active at the moment, so I can see more data.
It's cool though. Thank you. Yeah, this is definitely helpful. So for these, why is this is okay? Close price $5.64 plus $5. So they're pulling this out. So the $5.09 up, they did our math for us, and then the $2.59. So if you take away the $5.09 from $2.59, no shit, $2.50. 250. And so what is the that doesn't make no. So it's then 50, so it's 5 times, so it'd be 500%. Where do we have that at? Somewhere around here? Where was that? Where did that all go to? Nope. Percent loss. Yeah, there is the 500%. And that's how they got it. Yeah, because that would be your, so it's 5 times money. So when we got in, it was actually at what's his face's price, Kev Norris, at 55 cents. That's a little bit skewed. I don't like that. We got in later. It was at 90. What the hell was it when we were looking? We were looking at, anyone who here, VIPers, who remembers? When we were looking at this, it was at $6.96. It was something like that. I don't really want to go back and watch that video. No, it wasn't Fayez. It wasn't 50 cents. That was Kev Norris got in early on that. When by the time we looked at it, it already, I know because it was on the, it already had started creeping back up, and it was already about maybe a quarter of the way where it was going to be. Oh, he got in at 28 cents? I thought he got in at 55 cents. Ah, shit. Fuck. I don't remember. No one remembers? VIPers, there's 30 of you and 1 of me. Come on. Don't you guys remember? Yeah, I think it was that. I think it was Johnster. I think it was 55 and 98. I think it was 90. Can I re-edit this to make it 98 cents to show a more accurate what we called? What's up, Sadawatai? Because I don't like that this is not an accurate, I mean, it is accurate. Yeah, I think I need to, can I re, oh, nice. Can I re-edit this to 99 cents to show the more accurate number, or no?
You can. You have to change each side though, if you remember each side.
Oh shit. Oh, I don't. We didn't even look at that. Good point.
So if you click on that, and then you can just click on the open price and change to whatever you want.
So this would be accurate for what we did, like what Kev did, 55 and 6, I guess, or whatever.
They'll be accurate for what, yeah, if that's what you put in, or he did.
Yeah.
Then it's reflecting what he made.
Well, but shit. I don't know what to, I know what to change this to, but I don't know what to change the put side to. That sucks because I want this to be more accurate for what I called. I know Kevin called it, but that was too fast. We didn't know what we were looking at. People were, if I couldn't catch the trade, none of you caught the trade. Well, I think some of you caught the trade, but I want it to be more, I don't want it to be as big as this. It should be more reflective. It should be smaller.
Maybe when Kevin comes back on, he'll be able to go back into his history.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And he's pretty good with that stuff too. He might be even figure it out for us. Good point. Hey, John, have you heard from Kevin this morning? CPI news. Oh, there's CPI this morning. Oh, nice. That'd be nice. I didn't feel like trading it, but CPI. But it's already too late. Has there been a pullback at all? Oh, I don't know, sir. I'm asking. Oh, I have no idea. I don't pay attention to news. Usually one of you guys tell me something big's happening and I'll go over and look. No one knows where Kev's at. Morning, Miss Janet. Morning, Jason. Morning, George. Morning, Erica. Morning, Doughboy. Morning, Big D. David, Barani, Anthony Villalobos. What's up, Tony? I just texted him. What's up, Tank the Trader, Miss Shalita, Rob, Miss Priscilla, Paul Orlando, Old School Mick. What's up, Mike? Miss Liz, Mike again, Michael Gilly, Marley Mar. Where's Martar been? Miss him. Lazarus, Larry, Kirk, Johnster, and John Parker. Mine was sell to open 755 at 19 cents and buy to open for $1. Okay, we can use that, Kirk. That seems reasonable. I don't mind. That seems reasonable. Let me put that in and see what it does for our numbers. Because I don't like taking, some high number. I always do the complete opposite. If it's something lower, we're going to take that. So this one would have been $1.19. Now this is pretty fucking cool if you can actually do this. Okay, so did that take it? And then this one was 19 cents. I believe is the way we were looking at that. Enter. $1.19. All right, so now what does it say the return is? 200%. Okay. Is that what you made on yours, Kirk? Kirk throws up dollar signs. Let's see what he throws up. Oh, I can't see it. Oh, whoa. 19 cents, one call, and to open. Got it. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I got it. I think I got it early for 50% on 2 contracts. I did 3 contracts total. And
Oh,
the
good.
First one I got out at 50%, and then I let the other one run for about maybe 60, 65, 70%.
And then took the profit there.
Yeah. So I didn't hold it to the full 200.
Well, but I'm going to go ahead and say 200 seems,
Yeah, no doubt.
reasonable. That seems where we're at. Thank you, Kirk, for letting us know. It's a big help. See, again, everybody brings something here. What's up, my brother? So as we were looking at and more accurately called out, we had a 200% gain on the calls from yesterday on one vertical. We did not do, hey, can I recreate a, shit. No, because it had been for yesterday. It would have to still be open today, I think he said. Fuck. Because I would like to recreate just the buy, a call for yesterday. That would have been nice. Fuck. Because we got to start learning on the calls, same day, 1 day, 2 day, 3 days. I bought 751 at $1.20. David said, okay. And I'm sure you made good money too. You probably doubled his up too. So at any rate, you made anywhere from 2 times your money to 4 times your money on the calls yesterday. So on just one call yesterday.
Kevin,
What's up?
can I show you something on this program? If you go to Save Trades,
Absolutely. What's up? Rob's. You want me to go to Save Trades?
go to your account, go to Save Trades, and just for the future, if they've expired, they're going to disappear off this main. There you go. You already know it. Bingo.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I found the old one when I right here. Yes, sir.
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you, Rod. This is really cool too, by the way. And I should have built just a plain buy. Today, if one of you VIPers can come in here and build a plain, I wonder if I could just let certain people have the code in here. Maybe I'll give a couple of you guys, the VIPers, the code, my password in here, because there's nothing you can do. Maybe I'll do that. You guys can start building the trades, because with somewhere in here, and I don't know how the hell I'm ever going to get it, where I have to build this trade today on a buy for you guys, and then, well, whatever, we'll figure it out. So let's go over here. It is so cute. Yeah, I'm just going to do a long call or a short call today. We'll see how it's going to end up. Right now, I'm not calling anything on it because, well, it just needs to pull back down. We got to be so close to that number. God dang. All right. This is the problem you guys are now in for SPY. Such a problem it is. It's in too strong of a push up, and until there's a pullback, this is going to keep going up because pink line low, purple's now just joining it. We need this to pull back down against this right now, and then if we get a pullback, where was it here? And we can get these to turn red to at least the 1 minute, then we can get, or I even take a 30-seconder, then we can take the buy stops on the way back up. As it is, we have some buy stops to the 1 minute blue line on NAS and NQ. And then this is all already set. Everything here is already flipped. Either you're in these buys, like I asked you to. Remember what it was over here when we saw the, didn't someone post that? Who posted dollar signs? Someone find that. It was in the VIPers. It was in our, hold on, someone, where were they posting that at? It was under the chat VIP general. Here. See that right there? The VIP group Tommy gun is showing the dollar signs, even still not even correctly coded, by the way, it's getting fixed. But it showed you where it was going yesterday. And all you had to do was before, no, I can't. Before these turn back from red to green, from dollar signs to not, all you had to do was get into NAS and NQ. I told you that. Time and time again, I was telling you through the 1 minute. See? Without the Tommy gun, it shows red. With the Tommy gun, it shows. This is a perfect picture, by the way. Thank you. All you had to do, the Tommy gun told you where it was going to. When you see these dollar signs, the odds of it being wrong are less than 1%. It told you where it was going. I told you it was going. I drew out and wrote out where it was going. Right here. Sevens, if any of you made demo money on the call outs, nines if you did not. I expect everyone in VIP to throw up something. There's 29 of you. Sevens if you did, nines if you didn't. Sevens if you did, nines if you didn't. We're trying to get all of you retired in less than a month. Matter of fact, we're going to go over that later today. Sponsors of mine, I missed out on that files. Okay. For those of you who are saying you missed out, there's not enough responses, but that's okay. We're tired this morning, I understand. Why did you not, let me rephrase the question. 7s if you made demo money, 9s if you didn't, and if you didn't, why not? What's up, Gary Ramundo? Erica says, I don't trade that. Okay, so when you say you don't trade that, you don't trade any of the 9 indices. You don't trade SQQ, SPY, NAS, NQ, SPX, ES1. You don't trade any of these? Working, missed the call, Michelle said. Didn't have access to the system, Faya said. Yes, SPX and gold. Oh, well, SPX, SPX is the same. So when one lags, it'll catch up. They all still do the same thing. So you can extrapolate what I called for SPY into SPX. That is a concern. Yes, you guys understand you would take what I'm calling out for SPY and use it for other symbols such as NAS, NQ. Rode MQ up to the 30-minute blue line. Okay, just want to make sure we all understand that that's what you can do. You don't have to, but that's what you can do. Okay. All right. So what we're waiting for now, this is going to either pull back against this upward movement or it's going to keep going up. My suspicion is it's going to keep going up. But if we can get a pullback against here, we'll be very, very happy. As it is, all take profits have been hit. There's really nothing left for me to call on this medium term for the day at this time. Yeah, there's nothing. It all is done exactly like we said it was going to do. Everything's perfect. 10-minute, 15-minute, all in take profit, all perfect, all green. Beautiful. So I trade the SPX, SOS 7. Oh, so she did make money. Oh, okay. Well, good, Erica. Yay. I'm sorry. I should have been a little more specific with my question. That was my bad. Road NAS to the 1-hour blue line, correct. Oh yeah, I know spelling, trust me. All right, so this is how it was called. And how I'm calling it every day. Well, any day that there can be a call, I'll make the call for you guys every day. I'm going to teach you how to look at this, where to find it, what to do with it. Look at that, would you? This is a 5-hour chart. These are all the, this is what was called yesterday. The only thing we didn't get was a big enough pull down, just missed it. Literally the purple, right, is what was called, and this is you got every pip humanly possible you made on SPY yesterday. You couldn't have made any more because I called the low and it went up to the high. You made every pip humanly possible from the time I called it yesterday on SPY. There was no more pips. You couldn't have made any more points on this at all. Is that crazy? Everything was called almost to the very, very bottom. within 1 pip on the bottom. To the top was within a half of a quarter of a pip up here. Wow. All right. So how does one in VIP go in order to make these kind of calls? Let's take a look. I was explaining it yesterday as I was making these calls to you all. 1 hour. Okay. Now, this is what you have. You had a lot of different scenarios going on, but what was being called out in your Tommy gun was these 30-minute, 1 hour NASs, right? So the 30-minute, 1 hour NASs at the time were below their blue lines. And if you look, I'll go ahead and tag our little spot over here. Nope, over here. There we go. Let's go to here. All right. So when the call was made, this is what you were looking at. And we had a lot to look at. At the time the call was made was right here. Well, at this time, you had, as I was explaining to you, you had ES1, SPX over their blue lines. You had SPY over its blue line. But you had NQ and NAS below their blue lines. So in order, nope, sorry. So in order, hold on, for the balance to happen, right? If one's lagging, then it has to catch up. Well, we literally had over the blue line on the ES1. Price to action was over the blue line on SPX 500. Below the blue line on NQ1. Above the blue line on SPY. Below the blue line on NAS. So as we look at our trade, it was above, below, right? Above, below. So what happens when it looks like that? Well, you can either remember what it looks like or you can head over to here, well, over what it would have looked like right here. And it would have looked like this. Right? With the Tommy gun, or this if you didn't have the Tommy gun and you had the regular. But the Tommy gun is doing so much more, it's just insane. But the Tommy gun version right here with these dollar signs, you would have seen at the 30, 60 on NAS and NQ because it was below it. Does everyone see how the sniper rifle is shoved into the Tommy gun, making it a shotgun, an automatic machine gun called a Tommy gun? How it's telling you to take these by throwing up money signs. Does everyone see that? Yes or no? VIP, you and me. VIP, money, 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 guys. VIP, so this is what you had at the time of my call. Above, above, below, below, above. Okay? So if we knew that NQ1 and NAS had to catch up and they were below, then all we had to do was wait for a buy stop on them. Well, in our trading model that we use, our system, green means up, red means down at the time. Green means up, red means down. But you saw red here, watch, and you saw green everywhere else. So green means up, red means down, SQQ is our cue to show down, and this is up. So now we had above, 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 NAS and NQ were below. We had all of those green, we had SQQ red. Well, now we're starting to build a high probability trade pattern. Okay. Literally, my system is set up that if you can tell colors green or red or dark gray and light gray like my brother does, you don't even need to have colors at this point. Okay, TikTok, we're back on. What's up, Jamie Rojo? Good morning. What's up, George? Gary? Look at my little brother. What's up, my brother? Big older brother. Currently, you're either in the buy to record highs, as I called out on Sunday and yesterday, or you're not. If you're not, you have to. If you are, you're gonna have to wait for a pullback for another call in for today. They should pull it back against this. I'm hoping before another 45 minutes go by, then we can get you in on a little buy at open. We need to pull back now for a buy, either at or before open. To me, it looks like you're going to be really hard pressed, but it might happen. You never know. I only have one trade open in this account for you guys, so not much there to look at. Now, the high probability setup is fill in the gap buy, stop 1 hour. Okay? Fayez, sir, could you show what would have been the best time frame with the best buy stop for the 1 hour ride up? I think 15-minute would be ideal for the 1 hour to the blue line. Yeah, I was calling it off the 15-minute, Fayez, so very good thinking. Correct. Now, if we're going to look at NQ, did he ask specifically? All right. So if we're figuring out that these were the 1 hours were our buys yesterday, right before it happened on Sunday and Monday, as I explained it to you, then which one was the best? Well, the best is NQ1 and NAS going to their blue lines, but all of them did the exact same thing. So I would call, for instance, I know a lot of you trade NQ. Let me zoom in on NQ for you. So if we're going to look at NQ and say, hey, what is the best? Let me remove the drawings here. What was the best? And this is from the. All right. From here up. Well, we know, watch. So if we're looking here, my call day was here, this gray line. This is where I made the call. Okay? We waited until the fill in the gap trade happened. So for our purposes, right about here-ish, need a little space right there, we would start looking for the trade. So it came up, came back down, formed the fill in the gap trade. VIPers, is this a logo fill in the gap trade right where my line is drawn, or do we have to wait till about there where it turns green? So we're going to wait. So this is pink, purple, blue low. The green's here. So we can go from this 1 hour. We can even make it a 45-minute. You can see it a little clearer on the 45-minute. There you go. And yeah, that's not red. Yep, no, that's perfect. All right, so let's zoom in on that just a little bit and we'll move that up. All right. So this is the time I called the trade to look for it. This is the actual pink, purple low, green, green, green. So this is fine. This is either the 45-minute NQ or the 1 hour NQ, just perfect. We're fine with that. All right. Now, we can go down to we're going to look for the highest red. There it is. This is green, 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 red, buy stop to the blue line, 30 minute. Blue is not quite ideal, pink, purple is. Blue should be a little lower, even on this 30 minute, it should be a little better. Is the orange below? Let's go in and look. Is the orange below? Yeah. Red and yellow? Yeah, it is. Is yellow on/below the red line? No, no, it isn't. So we're gonna have to go down maybe one more or two more to see. Is yellow? Yeah, yellow is on. Orange is below. Green, 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 red. Yep, perfect. Pink, purple, low. This is perfect. 20 minute is perfect for NQ. It's a buy stop to the blue line. You see how they're all matching up? The 20 minute buy stop to the blue line, the 30 minute buy stop to the blue line, the 45 minute to the blue line, the 1 hour to the blue line. Let's go down one more little one and see what the 15 minute looks like. Yeah, 15 minute is below 15 minute. Then you have the broken Bach. I don't want to get into that right now. Green, 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 red, broken Bach, pink, purple, low, pink crossed. Yeah, this is perfect. So you can use the 15 minute for entry. You can use the 20 minute for entry, either or. 30 is getting a little bit, maybe not. 45, no. 1 hour, no. That's your fill in the gaps. So somewhere between the 15 and 20 minute would have been fine. You would enter when price action crosses and closes above. So probably right here on this candle you'd have got in at for your entry. Is that exact enough for everybody? Yes or no? Fayez, do you understand? VIPers, do you understand? Okay. Now, you're welcome, Fayez. So with that in mind, you'd have gotten in somewhere around here, right? But look, say you missed the 1 hour, 15 minute entry. Well, what is this that formed later? Is this a logo fill in the gap trade? Yes or no? Well, red. Oh, yeah. So you're telling me if I missed the 1 hour, 15 minute, I could have entered in again here on a faster time frame? That's what you're telling me? So if I would go and look down from the 15 minute time frame, and I would go down to the 10 minute time frame, I would see a buy stop. Oh, pink, purple, blue low, green, 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 red is the orange line below. Nope, it isn't. But I see a buy stop now. So we went from the 1 hour, actually technically went from the 2 hour to the 1 hour to the 45 minute to 30 minute to 20 minute to the 15 minute to a 10 minute. Does that mean we can go down to a 5 minute for entry? Oh, yeah, it sure does. Pink, purple, blue low, green, 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 red, buy stop. See it? Everybody see that? But wait, it gets better. If you missed the 2 hour, 1 hour, 45 minute, 30 minute, 20 minute, 15 minute, 10 minute, 5 minute, I wonder if this is a fill in the gap buy stop right next to this. Let's see. Red, fill in the gap. Fucking mess of a mess right here. Pink, purple, blue, kind of low. But yeah, there's a fill in the gap. I can see it. So if I put my, does that mean I can go from, nah, there's no way. I can't go from a 2 hour, from a 5 minute. Oh, there's no way. I don't believe this. I don't. There's no way. None. You can't believe everything. Wait, but you're seeing it with your own eyes. That is a buy stop on the 1 minute. There it is. Buy stop. You could have probably got in on a 2 minute too, for that matter. So now you're into a 1 minute logo. Does that mean, what's this one? What's this right here, guys? Is this a fill in the gap logo buy stop? from a 1 minute, pink, purple, blue low. Let's go hunting below a 1 minute to a 30-second and see what it looks like. Anyone catching on? Anyone? There's your 30-second buy stop. Did it make money? Yeah, they all do. Oh, there's no way. You can't tell me that this was a logo red, fill in the gap here. We can go from a 30-second. There's no way in hell. No system going to take you from a 2-hour down below a 30-second entry. No system on earth except for ta-da-da-da, ta-da-da-dee, ta-da-da-da-da-da-da-dee, ta-da-da-doo, ta-da-da-dee. Oh, I must have missed it. Did I miss our line? Ta-da-da-doo, ta-da-da-dee, ta-da-da-doo. Buy stop, 15-second. Da-da-da-dee, da-da-da-doo. Good morning, Annie and Rob. Everybody, VIPers or not. Tick, knock, which would be a Nokia. What's up, Win with Ryan? I'll look at it for you. Not right now. Everybody in VIP land, sevens if you understand how I went from 2 hour to 1 hour to 45 minute to 30 minute to 20 minute to 15 minute to 10 minute to 5 minute to 1 minute to 30 seconds to 15 seconds. Now, are these same trades happening on NQ as they're happening on SPX? Yeah. On SPY? Yeah. On ES1? Yeah, the same exact trades. So say you miss NQ. Well, just see if the other one's broke or not. If they didn't break yet, go with one of those that's lagging. Isn't this awesome? The system is just incredible. Oh, we're getting a pullback, a little bit pullback. Let's see. Yep, getting a little bit of a pullback. Yay, how exciting. We just need it to come down a good bit more. And then we can get our pull up for open, market open. That'd be nice. We need more of a pullback down though. I got alerted that we were doing this because of this. All red here. Sell to the 5-second blue line. Oh, you're already there. NQ. Sell to the 10-second blue line. SPX ES1 looks like they're leading actually. I'm not going to play or tell you any of this, just it needs to pull back down before we can make our re-entry on this buy. So let this come down. I'm hoping for it to go down to about the 30-second to 1 minute blue line before market open. And then we'll take the ride back up. Good morning, Logan. What's up, Logan? All right. I do that every day pretty much, or every week for sure. Any questions over how this is being called, how I knew there had to be a pullback? Again, we're waiting it to go up to record highs. Hasn't quite done that yet, but it will. Fill in the gap, forming SPY 1 hour buy stop. but it needs to pull back now. It has to come back down. If it doesn't come back down, finishing this purple pull down to the bottom here, we can't get back in the trade. This is where I called the trade at. You should have gotten in from either the purple or these two bottom green lines. You'd have rode it all the way to the purple top right here. Now you have to wait for a pullback, and then we can get back in. All right. I'm going to look at some other symbols now if we can. I'm going to look away. We're going to go to different symbols. All right, target. 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 January 21st, 2028, 210, long call. Total return. This is an actual option taken in a demo trade on my account. This is an actual option taken live with you guys on this date, July 30th at this time. You can't tell me you didn't make fucking money, because there's your fucking money. There it is. This is the call we made yesterday. Depending on you that you're looking at, you'd have made either 2 to 5 times your money. I would say 2, but Kevin made over that. And this is the current trade that we have open on target. This is target. VIPers. Is target done going up, yes or no? No, it's not done going up. Should I close down all of my options on target, yes or no? No. Can I close, if it hit, we got in down here, which we did do, could we have closed 1 or 2 down? Sure, and let one run, absolutely. But at minimum I'm holding to is gonna be this orange line right here, and or the previous high, candlestick high, or the wick high. But it is not done going up, it's just getting started. Any pullback you see against target right now, you need to re-enter. So this is the rules on our signal service. We have a signal service. The signal service sends out signals into the Discord room. It goes from, where's it at? Into this Discord room right here. And inside of here, you'll see these new signals all the time. You'll see all these little signals. So the signals are pushed out into the room. When that happens, you'll see these 30-minute buy stops occur. Whenever you can get a 30-minute, for instance, in this case, target, what is this, everybody? Is this a logo fill in the gap trade, yes or no? Work with me. Okay. So we have a 30-minute logo fill in the gap trade on target. And I just told you to take any 30-minute buy stop you can find on target. You might want to go ahead and take that as an opportunity to go look for the options that I currently am in and called out for you guys. Target buy to 180.73. Target buy to 250. Target buy to 281.89. Target is a 3-month, 6-month buy stop. We're in the thick of things. This is your opportunity to make generational wealth. This is your opportunity to demo trade only.
Demo trade only. I am not a financial advisor.
I've been calling target options for you guys in VIP since February. We've made shit tons of money on HPQ and Target since February. Am I clear that Target is a buy and for the foreseeable future? Take any 30-minute buy stop or any buy stop you can find until Target hits 180 to 200. Capiche? CC says, sir, yes, sir, says Rinky. What's up, Rinky? Yes, I'm up over 600% on an option I've been holding for months. Nice, Miss Liz. Can you post a picture of that, a screenshot maybe? That would be awesome. In the Discord, if you don't mind, or just emailing it, that would be awesome. Thank you. So this is 600%. Give me just a sec here. Good morning, Vietnam. Good.
Are you tired of worrying about what people think about your
Oh my God. What is wrong with these people? All right, we need. We need.
Your only responsibility is to meet on the table. You got a girlfriend? I'm married. And a wife named Teresa. She cuts hair. Congratulations. Thank you. Think about Teresa. Name the beginning. Move the money from the client's pocket into your pocket. Right. Now, if you can make the client's money at the same time, it's advantageous to everyone. Correct? No. Number one.
You know what a fugazi is? Is this true or false?
If the stock is going to go up, down, sideways, or in fucking circles, least of all stockbrokers. It's all a fugazi. Correct? No. Number one rule on Wall Street. Nobody. Okay, if you're Warren Buffett or if you're Jimmy Buffett, nobody knows if the stock
We
is
do.
gonna go up, down, sideways, or in fucking circles. Least of all stockbrokers.
It's so funny. If you don't know, and then People don't think this is exactly how they still think and feel. This is exactly how they still think and feel about you, by the way, just so you're clear. Yeah. This isn't lies. When he's telling you this, this is what they believe. This is a true story on this guy. I think you guys maybe think it was fictional. It's a true story. This is really how he lived life, how he treated people. What's up, Shaquille Fritz? I don't remember you, buddy. Yeah, we do. IBM for weekly, 3 weekly, monthly. Yes, Rob. So we know where things are going. It is a documentary. Funny as hell documentary. My God, that was a great documentary. All right, I'm going to look at IBM first for the VIP, or then I'll go over to our other. What's up, Josh? Having a nice morning. What's up, Shaq? I can see why I call you Shaq, because your name is too long. Good to see you again. Glad you're here. IBM. Everybody, what is IBM doing? Up or down into where? VIPers, where is IBM going up and down into where? Look, so you literally just proved this fella wrong. You literally.
To the fuck.
Yep.
If the stock is gonna go up, down, sideways, or in fucking circles, at least nobody knows. If it's Buffett or if it's Jimmy Buffett, nobody knows. If the stock is gonna go up, down, sideways.
You guys just told me where it was gonna go. You just told me it was gonna go down to the 5 minute. I'd agree with your assessment. Not up.
It is. What, folks?
Oh, mute yourselves, mute yourselves, mute yourselves. What's up, Alfred? Down to the 5 minute, correct. After that, we're looking at, looks like a 30-minute buy, something to do with this daily going up, so let's go way up here. Sell IBM to $222.76. 4 hour, sell to $199.52. 10 hour, sell, yep, 190, same thing. 12 hour, sell, daily, 12 hour to 196, yep, same thing. 12 hour, sell, daily to the blue line, sell, ricochet, buy, it's gonna hook, come back up to here, into this line, come back down. This will do a fill in the gap. Then this will come back down, this will come up, and then hook and come back down. IBM sell to, yep, like I said before, weekly, buy, 3 weekly, fill in the gap, not strong enough. Let's get clear on some things here. Certain things are stronger than others. When this green line is big and tall and high and away from the low line, it's very strong. Blue line high, pink line low, very strong. Purple line coming down, very strong. Monthly fill in the gap is much stronger than this 3 week, much lower. You see where it looks? Not bad, but you can see a little blue hesitation. Pink, purple already low. It's not bad. Price action went down, touched it. Yeah, it's fine. I just like the stronger push up on this. Much harder for this to pull back down on this monthly. Virtually impossible to come down this far on the monthly. So if I'm going to use this monthly as my fill in the gap, I got to go back down. Still nothing. Weekly buy. Weekly buy stop. Do we do a buy when the pink and purple are up here? Yes or no? No. Yeah. We wait for this to come back down. So price action should come back down. Oh, is that why I called the 12-hour daily 4 or 5 as sells? It's just going to come back down a little bit. Yeah, it needs to, it should, it will. We'll be patient, right? Purple below, yep. Orange below, pink, yep. You can enter off the daily buy. Do we do a daily buy when pink is high? Do we do a buy when the pink is high? No, thank you, Rob. Thank you, Miss Liz. No, you don't, Larry. Okay, so this is not the time to enter into a buy as a regular if you're going to buy it outright. Now, if we were going to look for options, because we have aces in our hole, we have a 3-month, 6-month, this is what he's looking at. Is this ready for a 3-month, 6-month buy? Stop filling the gap, yes or no? No, says Rob, no. So we have to have pullback. We have to have price, or we have to have these histograms come back down like this. If we know we have to have that happen, then we have to see price action do something like this. Then we need to see the pink line come all the way to the bottom. We need the purple to join it. We need this to stay high. It's not going to show the blue, but the orange stay high. Once these two come down low, once we see this fill in the gap form, once we see price action go into the channel, all of a sudden, then what can we look for? Then all of a sudden we start looking for our buy. This is a fill in the gap, 3-month buy stop forming. It's not quite there yet. Okay. Yep, Rob, do it all the time. You need to go back and rewatch your videos over and over and over again so you get comfortable with what I'm talking about. Look at us go, 38, 40 people in the VIP group. All of a sudden, people are coming in now that we're making money every day. Isn't that the case? That's kind of funny. Good for you guys. Glad you're all here. Good morning, all VIPers, all 40 of you. I think that is a record for attendance. Good for you guys, you're learning. All right, this then is not ready for us to enter in unless we might be looking for options. Even then, I'm not sure. Let's take a little closer look here. Yeah, it's down on the red for a monthly. That's a good first option look. IBM, weekly. Daily, 12-hour, that's bad. This is definite, 7-hour, probably a 5-hour, 10-hour sell. Yeah, there it is. There's your 5-hour sell, 7-hour even sell, 9-hour, 10-hour, 12-hour sell, 200, 205, for IBM definitely is in the cards. Definitely in the cards. I'm tempted. Let me see one more thing here. See, now you technically would have been better if you had the system looked at it back here in 2021, 2022, 2023, when it was at 140, somewhere around there-ish. On a 12-month buy, it would have been so much better. You had a 6-month fill in the gap buy. You see it right here at $94. Now you're kind of picking up. You're kind of picking up leftovers right now, but it is what it is. Yeah, it's going to hook and come back up again. If I was going to look for options on this one, do you guys want me to tell you what I would look for options on this one, how I would look at it or not? I don't care. Oh, you do? Okay. Oh. All right, if I was going to look, my brother, yes. If I was going to look for options on this one, I would go out because you're at a 5-hour, 10-hour sell. These are normally supposed to be 5-hour, 10-hour buys. So we're at a sell, then we're at a daily sell, and then we're still in the weekly technically sell, and then we have to go up here. So you can't do an option that's 2 days out for expiration. You want to do an option that's out very, very, very far. We're not talking about a 5-hour, 10-hour daily buy like I normally do these days. Those are easy, fast, very efficient. That's not what this is. This is a 5-hour, 10-hour daily sell. Not ideal for buying options, but because we're going to eat the options, eat the drawdown nicely, and it doesn't matter to us. We know what the fixed loss is going to be. I'm going to go ahead and look, but I'm going to go out as far as I can look. So we're going to go out a year to a year and a half or more on IBM, and they should have a good number of volume, but we'll see. So I'm going to go out at least a year, year and a half. Yeah, it would be a good test option. It would. I'm going to be looking for take profits of 245 to 280 to 300. So does everyone get? So this is IBM. I don't know if I'm going to make this an official call. When I get in there, I'll see what they're charging and stuff. We're going to go out 1 year to a year and a half out for strike, meaning by then we expect it to go up by then. I don't understand why some of you have such an issue with simple options. Verticals are a little challenging, I get that, but regular options, if we do a call, we're going to be looking for a call option, which means we think it's going to go up. We're going to look out a year, year and a half out, and we're going to look, what's our price range we're going to look at? Anybody remember? Somewhere between 240 and 300. Yep, correct, Chris Knight. Thank you, Chris. All right, so in order to do options, well, I'll show you two different ways. We're going to go under here, we're going to go under here, we're going to go to IBM, we're going to go under IBM, we're going to go under IBM here. We're going to go under IBM here. As coach, would you be showing how to use interactive brokers to follow your vertical or options? Yes, I'm going to try to get into interactive brokers, but you guys got to remind me because I'll never do it otherwise. All right, trade IBM options. Call, buy to open a position. Not, are we getting them for August 7th? Or am I going to start looking at December 15th, 2028? Which one am I going to look at? August 7th in 3 days? Or am I going to look at December 15th? Okay, so I'm going to go way out here. I'm going to look. And I'm going to look at my price range. So 50, oh my God. Jesus, you might as well just not. What the fuck is that? $6,600 for an option. No. All right, so that's one way of looking at the options. It seems to be a pretty steep price for us to pay. They're out of their minds. They want that for 300s? Oh my God. Okay, well, we're going to have our work cut out for us finding some options, but we're going to look. All right, let's take a look over here. Now, under these ones, this is really interesting. We're going to do a long call, and we're going to go under IBM. Same thing, I'm just going to show you different ways of looking at it. This is IBM right here. And we're going to go under as far out as we can, December 15th. 2028. Oh, I see, it is there, okay. And then we can go over to here, and we can go over to, where did I put us? We can go out to at least 300. There's 1,600? There's some volume on this? No fucking shit. Because it's IBM, that's the only reason. That's crazy. They actually have this. $4,300. we're going to pass on that one. But nonetheless, we'll keep looking. All right, so that's interesting. So going back to, this is Robinhood, same thing for Webull, they're all the same. So we're not going to go out quite as far as that. We're going to go to maybe June and see how they look. And we're going to go up to our strike of about, well, 240 ain't going to cut it. Let's go to 300. 300 is... No, crazy. Wow. And that 300 was the high side, was it not? Hold on. Oh, yeah. 300 is high. Damn, I don't see these options working out for us, peeps. That is not going to cut it. I'm not spending that much in those stinking options. Let me see this January one. Let's go back to here. There's just no way. I'm not spending that much. It's better just to get some shares then at this point. December maybe. I'm not. December 17th, 2027. That does give us over the year. No. Hell, it'd be better to get the following one. No, these aren't good enough. No. Now, this is the problem comes in, guys. What you're looking at are different strike prices. This is a strike price of 320. It needs to expire, be at that price and or above that before December 17th, 2027. Well, I told you it's going to take a long time. There's 365 days in a year. This is 500 days. This is a long time. You're spending $2,400, actually $2,420 and plus your commission in and out. And what this matters is this. This is humongously, it's not that it's not going to go there. It's not that you're not going to make money. It's just too far up. How do I word this to you? To get to here in that period of time is still a risk. Is it going to go there? Yes. Is it going to do there? Oh, shit. Is it almost 9:30? Is it almost 9:30 in the morning? Holy fucking crap. Oh, my God.
Five at 760.85.
Well, hold on. Let me get over there and see what I can work for us. Oh, my gosh. 760.85. It hasn't hit 761 yet. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, it has.
Oh, it did hit it.
It had 761.56.
Oh, thank God. Who was telling me that? I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. Thank you, David.
Yeah, this did, yeah.
Yeah. Is that, but who else was saying that? Wasn't that someone else was telling me that? I'm sorry. My bad. So we hit it. Oh, thank God. All right. So do we have any call to make for open? Go ahead.
No, I said it's Larry. It did hit.
It did hit. Thank you, Larry. 15 second. Yeah, I couldn't even get to it in time. There's, again, unless we had a big pullback, which we did not have a big pullback, I can't get you into the trade again. I mean, these are just finishing moves. The trade was called on Sunday. You could have traded it yesterday. Now you're either reaping the rewards of my call outs, or you're not. These are buys, but you're either in it or you're not. These are 15 minutes. This is nothing else. So let's see, all those green lines are your take profits that I've called since Sunday for you. Oh, there it is. 761.30. Oh, God, thank you. I had to catch it on my screen. Boom, taking that to the fucking bank. Hold on. Oh, thank you. All right, so everybody wants to be a cat. 761 hit. Bingo, boppo, bango. Ha, ha, ha. Thank you, God. Wow. I feel vindicated. That took forever to get there. Now, on 724, SPY to 761, will it take 2 weeks, 1 month, or 2 months? So on July 24th, I called this out. 1 week. It did not take 2 weeks to get there. So what does that teach me on this? Because this was at that time on 7/24. We have to go way back. Hold on, we're gonna have to go way back. Recognize your patterns, peeps. What does that mean? Watch, this is what that means. On July 24th, here, I called it to go to a record high. And actually, I called it way before then, too. Let's be clear. This was this wasn't even, this was a fill in the gap. So this had to be like a 10-hour. Hold on. Probably was a 10-hour at that time. Oh, yeah, definite 10-hour, 10-hour, 12-hour. 12-hour buy, yeah. So this is a 10-hour, 12-hour, so this is a 12-hour, and it wasn't quite a daily. And there it is on your weekly. So there's your weekly, daily buy. This is going to go up to super humongous numbers. I told you it was going to record highs. I told you it was. All right. No options to be made this morning. Speaking of which,
Yes, I'm here.
where is Kev at? There he is.
I've been on since quarter up,
Oh, cool.
45 minutes.
Kev, you see the issue we're having this morning is still in its upward movement. We didn't have a big pullback. Being able to make a call now. I mean, I can tell you where it's going and stuff, but it's kind of a mute point. We need a pullback before re-entry.
Well, tomorrow morning's another day.
Yep, that's all. Andy and Rob.
Yesterday was astronomical. I mean, are you kidding me or what?
Yeah.
5,000% on the 757.
And that was the straight call, right?
Great call. Yep.
Yeah. Awesome,
See,
Kev.
once the vertical delta matches dollar for dollar, it's done. That's all it makes. So it has a
limit.
max,
Yeah, max point.
you know, still 200 and some percent.
Yes, over. Matter of fact, I think off of your numbers, we were showing 4 to 5 times money, 4 to 500%. We redid it.
If I'd have stayed in, it would have been
Yeah.
all the way.
See, what we did was this right here. This is the long call. I, again, can't recommend target high enough, strong enough for that. But this is off of your, 55 cent. We redid it. Oh, I didn't save the other one. Damn it, I got to resave the save trade then. That's funny. Anyway, but yeah, so your return, if held the full amount that when you had gotten in, not when I looked at it, it was much later, it would have been 5 times your money.
Uh-huh.
So,
Did you see that the call, the 757 call? I bought 10 contracts for 3 cents. Cost $30.
let's rebuild it. Oh, can I rebuild it? How much did it go to, Kev? Hold on.
What's that?
I think I can rebuild that trade. When did it expire? Yesterday?
Yeah, same day. There's 0 DCD expired.
What if you would have had it expiring a week from now? How much would that same trade have gone up?
Well, you could have got out whenever you wanted to. We still would have got astronomical amount. You got a lot.
Okay. What if it was 2 days later? Same thing?
Still would have made a lot of profit, yeah.
Okay. What if it was 2 weeks later? Would it have been the same thing?
Well, you wouldn't make the same amount of profit. It costs you more to get in, a lot more to get in. See, that's when the vertical comes in, because it'll eat up your theta decay as time goes by. Unless it went up the same day, then you get out. You know what I mean?
So if it would have been the same day in, we still would have made a shit ton just like we just did.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Okay.
But you like that, like the 757 call, I only did 10 contracts. It was experimental. If I would have did 100 contracts, it would have cost 300 plus the fees. It would have cost you 365. But it would have brought back, if you maxed it out, 17,000.
Mm-hmm. And we'll be getting those regularly because
Yes.
when they start to flip like that, we'll know.
Yes. Yeah, we'll be hitting them hard. I can't wait.
Yep. All right. Well, today is not the same, but that's the way life is. Now, hopefully some of you were smart enough in writing this out, i.e., you can always just open up trades. And this is where you guys got to kind of get a little better grip on things. Because you can just open up a trade and hold it. You don't have to go whatever. You could just enter into NAS, for instance, okay? And then just hold the trade. I told you it wasn't done going up. I told you we're still moving. I told you the trade is still good. So you don't have to do options. You don't have to do puts or calls or just buy SPX. If you knew, if we're calling SPY, right, all the little green lines right there you see were all correct calls from yesterday and Sunday, right, these calls. So these are all, well, this is all called for SPY, SPX, ES1. Well, why do I say? Because SPX, when you switch over to SPX, SPY might be $757. Hold on. NAS might be costing us, hold on. NAS might be costing us, this Pepperstone, that's why it's acting funny. Right, 29,000, so you can't control it. But when you start dealing with SPX, and you're dealing with these tiny little numbers, you can literally start bopping in on your MT4s with pennies. If I did a 0.01 lot size on this, it would literally be $1 or $2 or $5 or $10, depending on what this movement was. So in other words, you're playing with big numbers if you're trying to control full lots. If you're doing leveraged off of MT4 accounts, off of Pepperstone, Eagle FX, whatever they call themselves these days, Hugo's Way, whatever they call themselves these days, whatever all the MT4 old ones are, international markets, what do they call themselves? IG something. Those you can control full amounts of SPX for pennies. It doesn't cost you a lot. If you're trying to buy US 30, even with those same, your everything being the same, you're going to pay through the ass. The same 1-inch movement on US 30 compared to the same 1-inch movement for SPX is 10 to 20 times to 1, meaning if it costs you $1 for for SPX, it'll cost you $10 to $15 or more for US 30 to do the same type of meaning US 30 you can have your ass handed to you super quick. That's why you'll see me trade a lot of NAS. This is between SPX, it's between US 30, and it's just a nicer, easier number. So if I was going to go and wanted to do ES1, for instance, or SPX, you can do those super, super, super cheap. You can control and move around any amount of money for SPX, and you're going to make like a penny, 5 cents, $1, $10, $15. That same movement on US 30 would be $150, $200, $300. They're not the same. Even though I call out SPY, you can trade SPX. Even though I call out SPY, you can trade NQ1 or NAS. Even though I call out SPY, you can trade US 30. Pick your poison, just master that one symbol. So with that win, look at record high again, by the way, SPX daily. When you see this, you're going to be able to trade it so easily. Again, like if I switch over to NAS right now, I love NAS. NAS is just right there. It's the same exact movement as ES1, as SPY is. It's just not as expensive as US 30 or as cheap as SPX. See the movement? See, it's still going up. Now, has NAS gone up to record highs yet? No, it hasn't. This is NAS where price action is. It needs to go above here. If we go over to SPX, for instance, maybe not. There we go. If we go over to SPX, you can see clearly, look, SPX is already past where it needs to go. If you go to NQ1, for instance, you're going to see NQ1 down here, just like NAS was, and it will not be up past where it was. See? It's not up past where it was. So now you have movement for NQ1 to go up and NAS to go up. Does everyone see that? Yes or no? Yes, 7's for yeses, 9's for no's. Dennis, do you see that? Cristobal Armas, do you see that? Barani, do you see that? Okay. So if we still have movement for NQ1 and NAS to go up, does that mean we still have room for SPY to go up? Yes or no? Any of this clicking? Ding, 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 chicken dinner, we have a winner? Anyone at all? Anyone at all? So you guys catching on now? That what's good for the goose is good for the gander. No. What is good for SPY is great for ES1. It's great for SPX 500. You see how ES1 and SPX 500 are both above. Watch, you'll see the same. See how they're above their previous high. You come over here to NQ1. And it is not. It's not above its previous high yet. It's not even up to its orange line yet. So NQ1, buy 30,053, buy 31,000, new high, new record high. NAS. Take any buy stop on any of our 9 symbols, well, 8 of them for your buys. NAS, take profit, 29,921, 30,343. It'll go over 30,600 and, well, make it 30,750. New record high for NAS coming. Has US 30 hit their previous high to a new record high? Is everyone catching on? Yes, it has. So this is what we have now. We have 2 lagging symbols. What are the 2 lagging symbols, VIPers? Go. NAS and NQ. So, do we only play NAS and NQ? No, you can do US 30 if you have balls of steel. Feel free. You sure as heck can do SPX. You can do SPY. So you can do any buy stop until on all of our indices except for SQQ, which is the opposite, until NAS and NQ get to new record highs. Okay. So if we come over here, look, all these buy stops you see on these 5 seconds, 10 seconds you can take, or I'd wait for a big flip. I'd wait for it all to come down. Look. This is your dailies. Look. Above record high, above record high. Not at record high yet, not at record high yet. Right? And then this needs to be SPY. So now we have at record high, not record highs. These need to go to record high. What do you guys see that's different here between what you see here on NAS and NQ and what you see here on SPX and ES1 VIPers? What do you see that's different? And you're going to notice why it's taking longer. See what SPY has done? Has NAS and NQ on the bullshit detector turned green yet? No, this is too strong of a sell, yes. See, Fayez is seeing this is still red, real deep, real long, deep. So it has to come up more. It has longer to come up. Already came up, already came up, already came up. Hasn't come up yet. Take any buy on SPY until NAS hits its record high. Take any buy on SPY until NQ gets its record high. Take any SPY on buy until NAS and NQ hit their record high. Correct, Josh. Amazing 30-minute, 50-minute, 5-minute logo trades. And lower, goes down to the 1 second. You can keep doing logo trades all the way down and keep taking buys all the way up on NAS and NQ. So I'm in NAS right now, right? I'm in NAS, just holding it. When might I sell this or some of this or partial this? When might I look for my NAS exit, everybody? I'll give you some options. Should I look for my NAS exit now, leave now? Should I wait for this orange line to be hit? Should I wait for this orange line to be hit? Should I wait for the new high to be hit? When would I exit a trade? Highest orange is my favorite. That's correct, Fayez. So there's 40 people here. Well, 30 people here, and Fayez is the only one. And then let the runner run, yeah. Now in MT4, you can close down partial trades. So I think I can close down some of that and keep some of that open. Hold on 1 second. What was my move then on that? Yeah, 0.05. I should be able to close down a 0.02 out of that. And this is my NAS. Now when it goes from here to here, 1,000 more pips up, how much more do you think I'm going to make? Jesus. 1,000 pips up? If I can hold this without getting tapped out on my take profit, my stop loss, oh, speaking of which, so this is NAS. Let's take a deep dive into NAS right here. Which one of these two or both would be entries? Where do we enter the trade at? Yellow on the line, sure. Orange below, absolutely. Definitely here, possibly here, either or. Yeah, this one. This one's probably the better entry anyways. Oh, I think we might hit 10. It's playing right there, that's fine. We'll look at it later, that's fine. Stop losses. Now, if you're gonna do this off a daily, you're gonna have a hell of a fucking stop loss. Too much. You can't do that kind of stop loss. Now, if you'd have entered off your 10 hour or so on, it would be different. That's still huge. Now, if we go over here to SPX and look at the exact same trade on the, well, we could do the 10 hour daily, doesn't matter, but the same exact trade. That would have been a big one. About an 80 pip. Let me see on the 5 hour real quick. Because all depends on where entry would have been. You couldn't have entered off of the 5 hour. I thought the 10 hour, nope, 10 hour did not hold green. Couldn't enter off the 10 hour. There you go. The only one that held right here on your green is the 12 hour daily. I'm sure the daily held too. Yeah, 100 pips. There's just no way. Gosh, look at that. Just gorgeous. Nope, not done going down, even though it is at record highs. Not done going up, I should say. Yeah, love the NQ. So you guys, I know there's quite a few of you in the group that like the NQ1. So excellent time for NQ1. Would it be fine to enter that trade now and keep the stop loss at the udder? Correct. Now, would it be fine? I would take any buy stop I could find on any symbol, but specifically this NQ one, I would go specifically to this 30-minute. And I see this 30-minute is a fill in the gap that I called this morning, remember? And it's already filled. So now is a little I would be patient. I would let this hook and come back down again. If it keeps rising, there's nothing you can do. You're either in the trade or you're not. But hopefully, Lord willing, we'll get this little pull back again. Like that. And you'll see these hook down. Like that. All right. Buy on TikTok. I'm going to go. I'm going to swing over. We're going to try to get a trade in for the VIPers. God bless.